morning to every one of you. I am Dr. K. Kannan. I am handling the subject optimization techniques for you, for which the course code is MAT 433. In the next 15 to 20 minutes, I will be introducing what exactly the content of optimization techniques, what we are going to study in this semester, and what are the chapters in the optimization techniques, what for they are, how far the chapters are important from the perspective of computer applications, and because of programming such type of mathematical models as projected in optimization techniques, what is advantage, what is the direct connection of this to data science and other applied subjects. All these things I will give a very brief introduction to you now, after which I am likely to start the transportation and assignment models first. The unit 1 is linear programming. In that, transportation and assignment problems come at last, but I am choosing that as a first for making the learner easy to follow what exactly a transportation problem is, what exactly an assignment problem is, how those problems can be extended to linear programming problem, so that linear programming problem can be understood via transportation and assignment problems, not directly through mathematically, but also through some simple problems, so that linear programming can easily be followed when inequalities and non-restricted variables are present there from the perspective of computational models in mathematics. Now, the objective of this, main objective of this optimization techniques is to make the learners to expose to mathematical techniques which are essential in managing the resources. So, majority of this delivery of these lectures ought to be taken place from the perspective of problem solving. So, how can you improve the problem solving ability in optimization techniques? That is part 1. Part 2, how do you program this so that you can ask the computer to solve problems of big size arising from each of the chapter. That is the second focus. Now, as far as the first focus is concerned, the mathematical part of this is important, for which problems of different types need to be solved so as to fix the concept and learn the concept in a different way, so that how computations are taking place, what are the elegant computations that you have to do, how to track a problem or how to formulate a problem. Once the problem is formulated, what is its mathematical description? Once the mathematical description is given, then how to solve that with some handy computations, then how to write algorithms, then supported by some software codes, so that the data is fed to the computer, it will give you the answer in no time. So that is the idea behind this optimization techniques syllabus. Here we will have 5 chapters. Number 1, linear programming. Number 2, network models. Number 3, integer programming. Number 4, inventory models. Number 5, queuing models. Linear programming, it can be defined in a different way. You know what's a variable? You know what is a equation? You know what do you mean by inequality, right? So what we are going to deal with linear programming is that there will be a function expressed in the linear form of variables, linear combination of variables, which need to be either maximized or minimized, subjected to certain constraints in the form of inequalities, together with the variables involved in that. For example, x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0. This is a non-negative restriction given there. Inequality is like 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 5x3 less than or equal to 8. Like that it could be. So subject to these constraints, how to maximize it. That is what the linear programming looks at. Then this is followed by transportation problem. Transportation problem mainly deals with transporting so many items from so many origins to so many destinations with unit cost of transportation from one ith origin to jth destination given in the table form. That is what is called a transportation problem. When we take up transportation problem, I will start from the simplest transportation problem, and as time passes by, the degree of difficulty of solving this problem is going further. How to solve that with the elegant method, that also will be taught. Next one, that is followed by assignment models. Next one is network models. In that we will have minimal spanning tree problem, shortest route problem, maximal flow problem, and the PERT CPM. That means project evaluation review technique and the critical path method. Which activity should precede which activity, which activity will succeed that activity, and how the activities can be connected by nodes, and time estimate of each faculty, each activity is given, how to find the critical path from the first activity till last activity, so that all intermediate activities can be covered within the time span. And the probability concepts are also associated to that. That is a project. When the normal time of completion of project is so much, what is the probability that the project can be completed in less time or some more time? That type of application also comes there. This is also an easy chapter. Actually, all the 5 chapters are easy chapters. And their applications are very high. When I come into the units, I will tell you what are the applications. Now I am just covering the titles. Integer programming. Already we have got linear programming. Now if the linear variables involved there is not assuming fractional values, only integral values, then that programming is called integer programming. Once again, whose application is passed, that also will be dealt while I teach this chapter. Inventory model. You know what is an inventory? What is an inventory? Physical stock of goods is called an inventory. There are 3 basic costs associated to a inventory control problem: holding cost, ordering cost, like that. One more cost, shortage cost, and other costs are also there. So when such costs are associated to the physical stock of goods, how to plan so that the total cost of the maintaining this inventory is minimum. This is posed as a problem because holding cost and the replacement of holding cost and ordering costs are inversely proportional. When holding cost increases, ordering cost falls down. When ordering cost increases, holding cost falls down. So that is the case. Then can we group all such costs with the inventory units available, so that and can we make this as a minimum one? That is what is called a basic inventory model. and that has been categorized into production and purchase models with and without shortages. Then how to introduce probability to this so that it can be called as a probability inventory model. All those things are coming in inventory model. Then queuing model. How do you define a queue? Queue is lack of service. Suppose more and more persons are coming for service, then we have to form a queue, or else there will be quarrel among them, who is to come first, who is to be served first, like that. So we have to form a queue. This queue length is going high and high, and what we will do, we will find we have to invest much time to serve the entire queue, entire men coming in the queue. So what do? We include one more man in the service channel. The queue will be split into two, so that the entire queue can be served with a less amount of time. So when this is the case, how can be the queuing model? Can that be a Poisson model? What do you mean by steady state? Measures of performance. What do you mean by specialized Poisson process, non-Poisson processes? And how these problems coming in queuing models can easily be solved either by increasing the service channel, men available in the service channel, or dividing the queue, or according to time we make the service channel to be multiple channels and so on and so forth. So this is called the queuing model. So this, what I told you so far are the basic 5 models of the optimization techniques. And you have got a variety of reference materials too. Tahai, Operation Research. Swarup Gupta, Manmohan Operation Research. Sultan and Sons. Panir Selvam, Operation Research. Sharma J.K., Operation Research. Winston W.L., Operation Research. And Gillett, Introduction to Operation Research. These are all the references suggested. Online materials also is suggested in the syllabus. Now, sir, I am studying this optimization techniques. Where exactly I am going to apply this optimization technique? That may be the question from you. First of all, whether it is a business problem or computer problem or optimization problem or whatever the problem it is posed, you must identify under which category, whether linear programming, network model, integer programming, inventory control, queuing model, replacement, under which category does it fall. After identifying this, then you are identifying the variables involved in that and formulate that problem as in a standard form, either in a matrix form or in a graph form or in a network form, how to identify all those variables and the problem behind it in the standard form. That will tell you that will give you the clarity of understanding this problem. Once the problem is formulated, then only the method of solving problem comes in. So according to the title, there are very many methods are available in the syllabus. I will start one by one, so that I will and at the end of each chapter I will consolidate what are all the methods, and I will put some questions to you, and I myself will answer some of the questions. Some of the questions will be given to you as an assignment. Once you solve the assignment sums and submit, I will correct and provide the correct answer to you. And more the interest you are showing towards this subject in terms of assignments, participating in quiz, participating in other things, then you will have deeper knowledge into the subject, and the understanding of each chapter will be easier to you. And some of the MCQ questions and some of the essay type questions will also be given to you for practice. You can practice so that you can solve this problem in less amount of time when they are asked. Now, coming to the transportation and assignment problems, what we are going to see in the lectures. First I will give you some small examples for transportation problem, and I will tell you how transportation problem is solved by obtaining the initial basic feasible solution and to move towards the optimal solution of this problem. As far as transportation problems are concerned, you will have three methods of obtaining initial basic feasible solution. Mind you, the transportation problem is considered to be fully solved only once you obtain initial basic feasible solution plus optimal solution. If you stop with initial basic feasible solution only, then it is only partially solved. So you have to solve totally. So moving towards optimality is carried out by Modi method. Obtaining initial basic feasible solution for a transportation problem is covered by three methods. One is northwest corner rule, second one is least cost method, third one is Vogel's approximation method. Now we will start solving the simplest transportation problem of order 2, so that you will learn all the methods for obtaining initial basic feasible solution. Okay.